We got another guy here coming up here that was considered to be a potential steal. A guy who came from a very big school, went to a very tiny school, had a little medical issues along the way, and people thought might be a steal. Instead, I feel like he stole from us. And that's
put the cookie down.
Put the cookie. Who got the cookie? Cooper Taylor, defensive back out of Richmond. He still is the son of former Georgia Tech and Baltimore Colts quarterback Jim Bob Taylor. Which, I'm sorry, if Jim Bob Taylor isn't the perfect name for a quarterback for Georgia Tech, I don't know what is.
Taylor.
It just seems like a Southern name at that point.
Yeah.
You know, he's just cooking up, grilling things with, Hank Hill.
Mm-hmm. Best propane out there.
Who I know is from Texas before somebody tries to correct me. I get it. I'm just saying it seems quintessential Southern. He started his collegiate career over at Georgia Tech. It started very well with him, but was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson-White Syndrome and missed most of the 2009 and 2010 seasons before eventually transferring to Richmond. Now, I am not a doctor. I do play one on TV, but I'm not a doctor. And I did look up a little bit on Wolff-Parkinson-White Syndrome because I remembered the story of him having some kind of heart issue, but I didn't remember too much of the particulars on it. Basically, what it is think about like the electrical signals in his heart base were going all wonky. Not to use proper terminology and people.
Not pretty sure that's medical doctrine.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I have wonkiness here. but yeah, I mean that's basically what it is.
Your kicker has the wonkiness.
Yeah. The electrical signals kind of had an issue there at that point there, and people forget you're actually has electricity pulsing through your body at all times. So that's why I got to be careful with lightning.
It's electromagnetic fields. It's all around us.
It is. It's part of the Matrix. What? Who said that?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it goes over to Richmond at that point when he's finally able to go back onto the field at that point. He was on the roster through August of 2016, but really spent most of his time on the practice squad. Really didn't do much of anything, to be honest. Not to be mean about it, but for his career, 16 games he appeared in overall, 15 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He works actually as an investor at Salem Investment Council, according to his Twitter/X page that I was able to find at that point there.
Oh, someone else uses LinkedIn?
No, Twitter.
Twitter?
This was Twitter. Yes. So, yeah, like I said, not too much information on them overall. Again, he didn't have obviously much of a long career, but I gotta guess he's in the Winston-Salem area of North Carolina because that's where Salem investment counselors are based out of. So, but I don't know for sure. Nowadays people work remote. People have, places have multiple offices. So I want to say that for sure. He didn't list on any social media where he was living. So he's worried about fans, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
No, but I guess the good news for me, honestly, my biggest concern was because again, I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to know everything medically and outcomes on things and stuff. And unfortunately, we're gonna have some more medical stuff to go over as we progress through all these these years here, because some of these guys did have medical issues. But when you hear a heart issue, you're like, okay, just please hope the guy's alive and living well and seems to be doing okay, But like I said, everything seems to be, good for him health-wise, at least by all accounts that he's showing publicly. So, good for him. Just didn't make it as a player there, but, at least he's making it health-wise at that point, which is much more important there, that's for damn sure.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.